Morning, everyone. Adriana here. Just wanted to come here today and kind of start this week completely fresh. Sorry, it's my bedroom. My husband has got like a job interview, so he's like busy in our office. But I've posted yesterday a poll, kind of what is the one thing if you do consistently that it will skyrocket your energy. I think this is just so important. It's important because it's so common sense, but common sense isn't always a common practice. So I'm just going to here and just give you some information, and then you make your own conclusion and try to apply it and see if it works. So if your energy has been just, if you're feeling drained all the time, and if you just feel you simply can't even keep your eyes open during the day, and you're using kind of a different things to kind of keep you awake, so kind of what do you use to kind of feel better? Normally people are going for caffeine. I know lots of people are having like 20 cups of coffee every single day to kind of try to keep them awake. Some people are kind of trying to tackle healthy eating, but things are sometimes just, sometimes life happens and you just don't do it. And it's really often obviously like what I kind of wrote here, a junk. There's lots of you commented or like took as a poll the cut out the junk. But my question out here is, why do you eat junk in the first place? Some people will say because I like it, because I love it. And I'm going to say, but how does eating junk food make you feel? And normally it shuts down your energy, but also makes you feel unwell, makes you feel drowsy. Lots of people need to go to sleep after they consume junk, but not just as much junk. How much is about the quantity of food that you consume? Even if you're eating healthy food to excess, so that you're eating more than you actually need or that your body can digest, you are going to start feeling drowsy because your body simply needs food to digest. But in the first place, I would like to come back again. Why do you eat the certain amount, the certain type of food? The reason is maybe that you have got triggered. Maybe you're feeling emotionally drained. Maybe life becomes too difficult, so you just go and eat more food. And maybe because you are tired. You're just tired. So I'm just going to say, try it. Whatever I say, I know that you're going to have your own opinion about it, but I have tried it and I've been doing it for years. And I'm going to say, there is nothing, literally nothing, in your current things that you're doing every day or your current daily routine, as much as what it can impact you the most is sleep. Lots of people are kind of looking sleep as something, they're kind of trading on. Oh, I'm not going. You're constantly thinking about what you are losing. You're losing an adult time when kids go to bed, or when you come back from work and you just kind of want to catch up with life, and you just want to sit in peace and kind of gather your own thoughts and life, and you want to kind of maybe like numb the feelings by just simply maybe having a conversation with your husband or a partner. Maybe you just want to watch your favorite TV on the show, TV on the TV, and then you kind of you just end up maybe even scrolling the phone. I remember like years ago when me and my husband, like we used to, kids go to bed at probably 9 o'clock, when kind of everything settles down, and we sit next to each other kind of watching a TV, and we literally both end up scrolling our phones because it's kind of like, let's say, reading stuff, catching up, or answering the messages that people we didn't respond to. And that time kind of, we all know as soon as you kind of get on the phone or watch the TV, time just passes so quickly. And when you look the clock, sometimes 11, 12 o'clock, and you're like, oh, I should go to bed. And then you go to bed. And then if you need to get up tomorrow for work, or kids get up early, or kids keep getting up at night, you will just not have enough sufficient sleep. So what I just want to just ask you, how is your sleep routine? Do you get enough sleep every night? So most of us mums, or like even people who never pay attention to it, we are consistently sleep deprived. And that's why you don't have energy. You might think that you don't have energy because kids knacker you out, or you're working too hard, or you just have so much things going on. But I'm just going to tell you, if you're not having enough sufficient sleep every night, that's why you're that's why you're going to feel exhausted every day. That's why you're going to have increased appetite. That's why you're going to crave junk food or sweet food, carbohydrates and sugar. It's not because you love food so much, but simply because your brain is saying, I need energy. And the quick energy comes from sugar, fats, and carbohydrates. So I just want you to pause for a second and just really ask yourself, am I having enough sufficient sleep every night? We all have, like, I mean, I'm have Fitbit watch, and if I just literally go on my Fitbit app, I can just see how much sleep I have every night. But anyway, the point is, don't beat yourself up about it, but just think about, where can you make adjustments, or where can you make slight improvement? Because everything is connected and everything starts from sleep. If you don't have one night's sleep well, you will be feeling tired, your mood will go down, you will feel agitated in conversations with people around you, your family, your loved ones. You might not be efficient and focused at work and productive. You might simply have or you might just simply kind of feel more negative about life. And I was like, I went with my bed in bed last night. So I took the kids to bed, and I still kind of lay down next to them and just chat to them. I love that, and I don't want to get rid of that. So anyway, I fell asleep next to Hugo around 8, and I woke up, went to the toilet, and I went back to bed. So I was basically in bed from 8 o'clock last night. That was my choice. And I woke up at 5, actually wide awake, alert, and really full of energy. And I have been doing that consistently. Some nights I notice when things kind of don't go well, and something comes along, and kids don't go to bed by 10 o'clock, and I always have my alarm on like 5 o'clock, um, to wake me up, and I just notice the mood. This is the thing: the mood and perspective become much more difficult to handle. I just become more just pessimistic, and if I have a good night's sleep, I'm very optimistic. So anyway, 7.5 minutes. Yes, I'm not. So anyway, I'm just like, I don't want to have too long these videos. But this is the thing. It's like lots of people are looking for nutrition first. So don't look nutrition first. Look how you feel. What's your energy like? What's your connection with your loved ones? What's your relationship like? What is your self-care like? That's all, or like your emotional and mental health. Are you taking care of it? Because we all know that however, how much you nurture yourself, that's how much you feel better. So anyway, create that routine around sleep. And I'm just going to say it's going to change your life, as it did mine. And we are doing now 8-step accountability project. And our second week, so first week was about food, and the second week is sleep. And and their clients are already saying this is going to be my biggest challenge, because we just don't do it. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how much you're actually paying attention on your sleep. And if you've been following me for some time, if you are here the first time, I'm just going to say that has truly changed my life, that one thing. And then food followed after that. Anyway, wishing you all a great week, and make sure you go to bed a little bit earlier today. Sending you lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.